We're going to do it just like this today. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the recap with LCAOD. And, man, what a day, man. What a wonderful day. Wow, what a Thursday. Man, there's a lot going on this Thursday. So I'm going to keep it short, brief, and sweet. And, early, happy, first of all, happy birthday to my father today. It's his birthday. Special shout out to him, shout out to the pops. If it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be no me, wouldn't be no LCLD, yada, yada, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to get that clear. And then second off, happy Memorial Day, early Memorial Day. The market will be closed Monday. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know that the market will be closed Monday for Memorial Day holiday. So the market will reopen Tuesday. It will be open Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday the rest of the week. Next week, we're gonna do our recap actually on Monday, you guys. We're gonna do it on Memorial Day. I think Memorial Day is Monday. Let me double check to make sure this is not off. So everybody's on every point. So yeah, May 29th, Monday is Memorial Day. So we're going to actually do our recap on the 29th. We're going to do the next recap on May 29th, you guys. Happy Memorial Day early. Like I said, y'all enjoy y'all weekend, man. This has been, enjoy your summer. Some of y'all can enjoy the year. Some of y'all can enjoy a couple years, a few years, and it's exciting right now in the market. It really is. And shout out to you, you were patient and, you took advice, you took knowledge in, and you exceeded that knowledge, and look where you're at now, man. It's amazing. So shout out to y'all, the ones that, listen and took some advice. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say. Happy early Memorial Day. Let y'all know that that's what's going on. The market will be closed on Monday, like I said, though. So pretty much that's what I wanted y'all to know. The market will be closed on Monday due to Memorial Day. So be safe out there, too. Like I said, it is a lot going on. A lot of earnings just reported this week. Man, what a week. But before we go any further, y'all know how I like to do. Let y'all know about the description. Some of y'all can, if you see in the recap, you can see it below. So, but I still like to read it just because, you feel me, just to let y'all know what it is here, what this is about. This is recap coverage from the stock and crypto market. These are live ideas of thought and studies. This is not financial advice on this stream or with this company. So with that being said, let me go ahead and say what I need to say so we can get it pushing on here and get on with the get on. Tomorrow is Friday, you guys. We got a little bit more economic data coming out tomorrow. Expect really the market to go in. It looks like we're about to go into the weekend with no deal. So we're going into Memorial Day still with no debt ceiling deal. Still, that's the key thing. NASDAQ closes about 1.7% higher Thursday as NVIDIA's surge powers tech rally. The tech heavy NASDAQ popped 1.71%. It settled at 12,698.09%. And the S&P 500 climbed 0.88% to finish at 4,151.28. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dipped 35.27 points, or 0.11%, to end at 32,764.65. So that's pretty much what happened today, you guys. The market just pretty much did that, and it was wild, man. It was all eyes on NVIDIA. NVIDIA this, NVIDIA that, NVIDIA this, NVIDIA that, NVIDIA until your head popped today. That's just what the market was all about. All eyes on that, and the tech rally, the NASDAQ, S&P 500 rally because of it. The market's still mixed. The Dow Jones technically is down, and the VIX, the volatility, you've seen that go down. So we got the Russell 2000 was even down. So it's a little mixed right now, like I said, in the market overall. So some things got to get cleared up first. Like I said, I think the market's still worried about the debt ceiling deal. We got core PCE price index data coming out tomorrow. That's going to be very key to the market. So could be waiting for that tomorrow. Remember, it's expiration dates coming out tomorrow, 3 p.m., 3:30. You know, contracts going to expire, things of that nature. So be prepared for that. Of course, you got earnings in the morning. Earnings in the morning, you guys. Big lots. Be on the lookout for big lots. We're gonna look at some earnings that just went after hours. Ulta Beauty, was a big one, ladies. Ladies. It look like they went down to get more ladies. So we're gonna see what's going on there. Ulta Beauty, Costco Wholesale, and Autodesk. They all reported earnings, and we're gonna be looking at all of them too here momentarily. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, for the week, no more speakers here. So as you can see, you can get rid of that. And it's pretty much no what else? Economic data, no more really of that. Only thing to be looking out for now is the PCE inflation data coming out in the morning. That's going to be key to the market. And still, that debt ceiling drama is continuing. You guys remember the deal must get signed by June 1st. I'm hearing now on Wall Street the latest that they're saying is that pretty much you got these big time players, big time market makers, and money makers. You know, people that change the world and rule the world, politicians and things of that nature. They're more concerned on they're saying they would rather basically take a fine. They would rather take a fine and delay the debt ceiling date, push it back so it doesn't go to default, because default will actually mean the stock market will crash and other things will go bad of that nature, and it'll just look really bad on basically the whole economy's end. So it's just looking like they're basically, I said, the politicians, the market makers, the big people, Wall Street gurus here, everybody, investors, everybody, me and you, people like that, everybody in the world is just saying like it would look better. Basically, it would be better to take the fines and push the date back instead of defaulting. So we don't know. We'll see. At the end of the day, Biden still hasn't said what he's going to do as of right now. He's still stuck on he's not doing anything and it can default. So that's the key right now. You know, the market can kind of default by June 1st. We don't know if they're going to take the fine and push the date back instead of the default. And, if they take the fine, basically, it'll give people more time to look into what's going on and try to fix things. That's what's going on right now. So obviously, if it gives it more time, then the market will stay where it's at and probably go up. So, but if it defaults, it looks like the market is coming down a lot if it defaults. So it's just something to be looking at going into the Memorial Day weekend, going into next week, going into the month of June. Really, May is really about to be over with technically. So going into the future now, we're looking forward here. So that's what's really going on. That's really what you need to know tomorrow, next week, next month. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. So earnings, like I said, but yeah, that's pretty much it. The video went crazy. The video is the stock of the week. Obviously, kind of it might be the stock of the month between the video and Netflix right now. Is the top two stocks of the month this month of May. So looking at it from that perspective, that's just how things are. But that's it. We're going to get right into the charts and numbers here. And we'll go ahead and erase the data there because this week is up. And like I said, we have another recap on Memorial Day. We'll be doing a Memorial Day special recap for you guys. So keep that in mind and be ready for that recap coming out on Monday, Memorial Day. So it's going to be lit. You don't get too lit. I gotta, regular people, we have other jobs and stuff of that nature. We gotta go back to work that following day. So I'm enjoying my Memorial Day weekend starting tomorrow, starting Saturday. That's when the fun's gonna start with LCAOD. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the charts and numbers, man. Starting with the SPY here. Looking at the SPY, you guys. Yeah, so here we are. All right, on the SPY, you guys. Still bullish. Hit the targets they needed to hit. They're at them. They're looking right there. What at the bull market? It's right here where it needs to be. Support was 14 yesterday. You see no back test of that at all, so you can X that out. That loss. 415 held. Check that off. That's good. So that means the market is still at the start of the bull market and it's still showing you that strength that is bullish. You saw it pop a little bit right there at about 416, but it did come back down. Yeah, so yeah, right there closed at 414.65. Now it's at 413.98. So a little bit of consolidation could be giving you time, and could be giving us all time to really show us, what's about to happen next. Either at this point is a back test that way or that way. So you look at it from a 1 day perspective, obviously, but that's just pretty much what it is summed up. On the SPY, like I said, we're still bullish here overall. Market is bullish on the SPY and everywhere else. Except, like I said, we're going to go over the other two sectors, the DI and IWM. We'll be looking at them closely because that's where we're mixed. They're looking a little critical support, almost being bearish. They're looking like for them. So that's where they could be signaling that, okay, maybe the SPY, the triple Qs could be too high, or either the DIA and the IWM is too low. So that's something you need to be thinking about here and going into the future. But the correction is definitely going to happen here sooner or later. But looking at this SPY here first, here from the 1 day perspective here, going into tomorrow, I'm just expecting the SPY to hold this area here. If you're bullish to the upside, I see 415. You can get above 415. The next level really to hold is that 416 level, and if you want to take this thing back to and confirm to people that you're really bullish, 418 on the spot to the upside. I think that's a target. I think going into June, they want to recapture 420 by going into June, by the end of June, if everything's okay and we get a deal, or they delay the deal and we just don't default. You get what I'm saying? All positive stuff there. So that's just something to be looking out for. The upside levels on the spot. To the downside here, I am looking though closely here at this level. Like I said, we're still a little bit too close to that 410. So if right here 413 doesn't hold tomorrow, I'm looking to the downside. Next level about 410.76 there to see if it back tests that low. And if 410.76 don't hold, next level is about 410 even. If that doesn't hold, then you can see the market flipping back bearish, you guys. And there will be no support till about 407 to the downside. So just be on the lookout for that, because this thing can still go either way here. You know how volatility is. So that is what it is right there on the spot. Triple Qs. Triple Qs here. Okay, so like I said, right here, 339, the strongest bull in the market is the triple Qs right here. They tagged 340 and played with it twice today. You're seeing 2 rejections there twice. So as you know, that was just a target, and it's resistance. You got a lot of bears here, you guys, at 340. So these bears can be wiped easily. That's just usually how it go if the triple Qs continue to stay strong and people continue to buy, obviously. So this is what it is. So to the upside tomorrow, I'm looking for the triple Qs to prove to the bears that this is their market now. They have to move, break above 340. Next level, it's about 341.50 there is what I'm looking out for on the upside. 342 could definitely come into play as well there on the triple Qs to the upside. I think those are the next levels there on the upside that they're going to just prove that to the bears, to just these bears right here. They're showing that 340 to move out the way there. That's what's coming next. But if not, these bears win to the downside here. I am looking at that closely back to that 337.10 retest. And I'm looking closely back at the 335 level to the downside on the triple Qs as well. That was a level right there where it seemed like it was comfortable for a while. So I know it can get back there if it does start breaking back down here below 337 on the triple Qs here. DIA, the DIA here. See, the DIA is on the on critical support here, you guys. They're you see what's going on right here. So I'm gonna look at it from this perspective. We're on critical support right here. Why am I saying that? We gotta look 6 months out. We can even look 3 months out. Let's look 3 months out. We're gonna look 3 months out. 3 months out, they had what, a breakout above to up here. So all this up here is safe and bullish. Everything you see up here is safe and bullish. It's what you want for the DIA. The Dow Jones, you gotta think it's what, like almost what, 32,764 currently right now. So that's pretty high. It's the biggest sector for the ETFs. For them to be right here at 327, they're on critical support because You see this right here, it connects with this over here where we're at currently right now. And if this doesn't hold, at this point, if it starts to break below, I say they would have a security emergency pouch right here around this level here and to almost possibly this level here. 323. They might have another emergency support level here at 323 on DIA to try to bounce and get back to the upside, back to 330, obviously 330 plus. But if it doesn't at this point, the DIA is looking very bearish to the point where they're about to show that they're bearish and they can actually flip the market bearish. So keep this in mind. Now, this is what we're looking at closely. That's why we're saying the market is mixed right now. There's really no confirmed direction again here. We're back to square one. So to the downside on the DIA, you know what I'm saying? If this area right here, 323, really doesn't hold, you might see just a bear action just coming out of nowhere. It might just start just dropping down here. And then that could really show an effect in the overall market, especially all the Dow Jones stocks. They're going to start going down. They're already pulling back massively right now. So it's just something to be looking out for here. Right here, like I said, this area where they're at is literally the last leg of support. So if it doesn't pop from here and get back to the upside, it's going down and it's going to go down. And I think it'll cause a panic in the overall market with the Dow Jones doing that. And like I said, it could be a discount as well because it is the Dow Jones. Let's not forget what it is and, like I said, how much it's worth. So just be thinking about that too. But I think the last leg of support here is where it's currently at right now. And it'll just be a air float to 323, and then once it gets there, it's either go back up or to 327, or it's really done. And then that's like I said, you'll have to start looking at all this into consideration on the Dow Jones to the downside. So it's just something to be looking out for real with the Dow Jones, considering where they're at. And like I said, they're the reason why the market is mixed. They're not acting as they want to, like they want to be bullish with the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. That's what they're doing. So something going on there with the Dow Jones. Obviously, we got to be alert about it. Like I said, it's the biggest sector, so they could flip all of this rallying to the downside quickly if it's something is serious going to happen here soon, or the debt ceiling deal gets defaulted literally. So something to be thinking about going into next week. Like I said, tomorrow, future references, June. You know how it is. One after that, but yeah, that's what it is from the 1 day perspective though. So I am looking out to the upside though on the DIA to break to about 330. You guys, they need to get back to 330. It's critical for them to get back to 330. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a test. I know they got rejected here today and didn't even show strength to do any of that, but that's just the goal for them. It is what it is. If the DIA wants to get back bullish, they must get to 330. It's getting critical here before the ice breaks. So it's just something to be thinking about. Now to the downside, as we already see there, the ice is breaking here. So next level, like I said, if this doesn't hold here, the next level is 325 even. And after that, if that don't hold, it's 323 even. So that's the downside level, and that'll be full bearish with the DIA at that point. And if that don't hold, then you might really see a market flip here. So it's just something to be looking out for there. And I think that's a goal. The Bears want 323, obviously. And then when we get there, it's either up to them to flush, or they might even just flip it back up here to this 327 target. So we could just be here to just go to here to come back here, or it could just be done selling and go back to 330. So it's just something to be looking out for. Like I said, future references. IWM, same for them. They're mixed too, pretty much. They're mixed as well. Like I said, they're showing signs that like they want to be bearish. They're actually bearish, so they're showing signs like they want to be bearish. But this is the IWM. The IWM, this is an area right here. They are at the critical support area as well. So it could easily flush here. And, if it does flush, I think the panic would kick in below 169. Obviously, this area right here will be your target for them, for the bears, to get the IWM to really start to, get real bearish, and like I said, and make the market possibly flip to the bear side if things not going well. It's just something to be looking out for. Since like I said, they're red, but easily right here where we're at is support. They could flip green tomorrow, you guys. You got to be thinking about that too. So to the upside, the levels I am looking out for is that 175 area. That's key. If you get there, the next level is 175.60. If you can get there, you're back bullish on the IWM, and then I think from there they're going to retest that 177.50 area again. It just is what it is. They were full bull mode there, and then like I said, they hit their target at 180 already. So it's a lot of bears there at 180. That's what I do see and know now for a fact. It's bear. This is the bear house right there at 180. They don't play there. So that's going to be the IWM target back to the upside again. And like I said, I think with positivity and a lot of good things coming out, a lot of good news continuing in the market, you may see this happen. They might retest that 180 to the upside. So, but like I said, that 175 level is going to be your key area first there to get back to first and foremost. And to the downside, like I said, we are near the bear area, like where to the point where, all right, they can flush and it'll never think about going up here to 180 no time soon. So it's just looking at it from both ways to the downside here. 172 doesn't hold. Next level I'm looking out for is about 170, 150 to the downside on the IWM. VIX, volatility, the speed of the market. Year to date, what we got today? Red candle. So what? This is your topping point as of right now. Because the VIX didn't make another candle above. No, they didn't do that. They put a red candle beside this one, so they let you know that easily, the volatility can just digest again and go back down. It don't gotta be no fear in the market. The rich can get richer right here again at this point from where things are at easily. You can see the VIX start heading back that way, and the market will just be up. It'll go up. You get what I'm saying? That's what's going on right now. That can easily happen just because the volatility is saying that. That's what the VIX is looking at. That's what it's saying. Going in here to Friday, going into Memorial Day weekend, this is what the VIX is looking like it could possibly do, you guys. At the same time, it could be different if you find another candle going into the weekend above these two. You see, it could be time for more selling, and they could be wanting to fill this candle. You see what I'm saying? The stock market could be too high right now. We could find ourselves in a situation where we're pulling back going into Memorial Day weekend as well. That's just where we're at right now on the VIX. That's what it's saying. That's what's going on here. So if we get above that candle, obviously, if you see the VIX get way up here, you'll see that's a stock market crash. This will be the debt ceiling default if we even reach this area. So just keep that in mind. That's what's going on right now. That's what we done visualized there on the VIX now. But that's pretty much what it is. So that's what we're looking at there on the VIX, you guys. But from the one-day perspective, like I said, tomorrow, I'm just looking to see if the VIX is going to break above 20. If the VIX break above 20, you guys, I think the bears are still here, and the market can easily flip back. It could be, about three-fourths of being bearish. And I say that just because it won't really, unless the NASDAQ sell off massively, then it won't really hurt the NASDAQ. It'll be a nice pullback on the triple Qs. But overall, everybody else can really flip to the downside if the VIX go to 20. So it's just something to be looking out for. That's what I'm expecting here. That's what I'm looking out for. To the downside, though, I'm expecting the VIX to break back below $18.40. And I think that'll be a little comfort for the bulls, and they'll actually go up from where we're at, you guys. We're going to hold up. It might be a slow grind, but it'll go up for sure if you see the volatility go that way, for sure. Netflix. Oh, Netflix. So Netflix right here back at that area where I knew they were going to be ending up at. I knew it was going to do this, right? We here, 358. Only reason I knew it was gonna do this, you guys, because I witnessed the pop when this all started. It started here, 354, and it opened up at like 358 that day. So it's really started here in the pre-market. This was all pre-market action, literally. So over here actually, when this all started last week. So it had opened up at 352, and then it went to 358 right there, right? This was in like a 5 minute span. This was like literally the market had opened up like this. Netflix had a gap up, a huge gap up. They closed at 339 and opened up at 352. So and then 5 minutes later it was at 358, and you had a lot of selling right there at 358. A lot of people were taking profits right there, and a lot of people were. It was a trade thing going on. A lot of people were buying in right there, as you saw, as you see, and that's what happened. That's why it took off and went higher. But I knew this would be a target point that they would be trying to key in back into now, because this is an area where it's a make it or break it point. From here, Netflix is going to stay up, or from here, this could be your top, literally on Netflix and going into the future. And it's just something you got to be looking out closely for right now. They got a lot of bad news going on with the password sharing, but you got to also know too, it could be good news for some people that actually like the password sharing thing stopped. So those could be the people that's actually buying into the charts and numbers. So don't buy into the hype. Don't listen to the people that's doing the gossip about Netflix. Let's look at the charts and numbers, people. I do want to say that first and foremost. But Netflix, like I said, is a strong stock here, man. They're doing a lot of advertisement now, and their advertisement game is really strong. They got a lot of people in Hollywood involved. They got a lot of people on your favorite actors and rappers and people involved in Netflix are about to start making movies and documentaries. It's Netflix is getting cool. You know, it's one of those things that's is looking cool to the young perspective. Is really wiping out movie theaters when you think about it too, in a way. So just think about this. Netflix is the new blockbuster. It's like it's lit. So just keep that in mind. They do got games too now that you can play on Netflix as well. So all this positivity is with the negative is just gonna cause a spike or a breakdown, a spike to the upside or spike to the downside. Either way, on Netflix. That's just how it is right now. But right now we're at the support area where it should hold. And tomorrow to the upside, I'm expecting a pop back to 360 here. Once you get here, 362 is your next level. It looks like you have some resistance here at 365, but I know that can return into support. And it looks like the real resistance is at 370 level to the upside. So Netflix got to break above that 370 level. Once you see that, it shouldn't be no resistance till about 390 on Netflix. You guys coming soon in the next couple of weeks here, possibly to the end of the by August, July, August. What I'm saying? I'm expecting Netflix to be about 400 by then, but that's the upside levels I'm looking out for on Netflix. You guys coming soon here. Now, if not to the downside, obviously, we're right here at this area where this support can turn to resistance. This can be your top as well. I'm noticing that as well. So if that is the true statement, and I see downside to 355, I think Netflix might be back testing 353 to try to get their 350 this time to the downside on Netflix. And you might find a lot more buyers at this area, and it just could be a back test to just really find consolidation to go back higher. So it's just something to be looking out for on Netflix, you guys. At the end of the day, it's a strong stock. I wouldn't be shorting it too much unless you see a massive sell-off like it did go up. Then that's different. So be looking out for those levels right there on Netflix. Microsoft. Oh, Microsoft, bullish, super bullish. They're with the AI train. Nvidia picked them up today. They broke their Microsoft is breaking their resistance areas. They tagged almost the level they wanted to hit is 327. They didn't hit it yet, so it's getting near it though. I think Microsoft now they closed down here at 323 after hours. But I really think that it could be it could be a move like Nvidia coming soon on Microsoft, man. Is this something to really be thinking about? You got to really think here. In 3 months, Microsoft hasn't really made a move. They made this, but this is kind of like playing in the area of where we're still kind of at here, a little bit right here. So it's a little bit above everything. That's what shows you is bullish and it can break out more, obviously. But this move right here on earnings is kind of what investors are expecting now with Microsoft and its AI data. So it could be before their earnings, it could be on their earnings. At this point, that's what we're looking at here. Their next earnings report is July 27th. So it could be before that or it could be on that, could be after that. So, but I think another move like that earnings report is coming soon for Microsoft. And you got to really be looking long. I think they really want to possibly get near their all-time highs, if not all-time highs, at about 340 on Microsoft now. Just looking at it from this perspective here, like I said, they're on the AI train, so you got to really AI is strong right now this year. It's super strong. That's really where all the momentum is really has gone to AI and all these AI stocks and companies that are supporting it. So that's just what it is right now. So, but from the 1 day perspective, like I said, Microsoft they did close right here at 323. So I'm expecting to push back to 326 tomorrow. If you break above 326 tomorrow, I think the next level is. I think the market might give Microsoft 330 by tomorrow, possibly by next week, in the next couple of weeks, end of June. It's coming soon. 330 is a target. That's what they want to hit. It's coming. It's coming soon. They almost hit 327 today. Lets me know they're going to just try to split right through that. That may not be even resistance anymore. That 327 may not be a target. It still may be a target because it's down now. They still might get there, but like I said, 330 on Microsoft coming soon. Definitely on Microsoft to the upside. Looking at that level strongly, I know that's what the Bulls want for sure. But if 326, if we're exhausted here, then I expect a pullback here to about 320. You might find more buyers here. You might find more buyers below. If that doesn't hold, next level is really looking out for 318, possibly back test on Microsoft. So you might find more buyers there and then a push back higher. So either way it goes, you're either going to find more buyers in the direction that is the next direction that is headed for sure. But Microsoft is a strong AI stock, and it's looking good here. It's looking good here going into the summer, or the summer's already started technically. Uh, so looking very strong at Microsoft. Morgan Stanley, the bank. So you got that pop that Morgan Stanley, as I told you, Morgan Stanley's playing with thin ice. They're skating on thin ice. The banks have been collapsing. So for them to be playing on thin ice is very dangerous right now. So that pop was, they needed that. That was due for that, or like I said, it was going to flush. Like I was telling you on the last recap. So make sure I hit that like and subscribe button. But yeah. But that's pretty much what it was doing, though. Like I said, it was gonna flush or make that pop, and it actually wanted to make that pop. So now that Morgan Stanley's looking like it's gonna make that pop, now you got to be looking at, okay, when is the next earnings report? July 18th. Okay, it's a bank. It's a possible way that they can collapse. So you want to give the bank some times if you're playing it. I would say the weeklies for this is kind of probably chopped and screwed. It might not do as much. It's just a bank. You just never know unless it has incredible news or something like that. But other than that, I mean, you want to play the banks really long because it's a lot of stuff going on with the banks. And like I said, you're going to have some deal breakers with the banks. You're going to have your winners and you're going to have your losers. And they're separating that right now currently. So I think Morgan Stanley is could be creeping towards more of the winning side as it's looking currently right now like the losing side. But I think over time eventually it's going to flip to the winning side. It's what it's looking like right now too as well. It's what the charts is indicating. So just looking at Morgan Stanley, future references towards the end of the year next year, seeing what the banks are going to do and how they're going to continue to try to get the deposit stuff situated and get money flowing. Get everything back positive for the banks. So looking at it to the upside here, if Morgan Stanley can hold this level, next level to break is 83.50 and retest $84 there on Morgan Stanley to the upside. Next level would be about 85 to 88 to the upside on Morgan Stanley. Looking at it here to about all the, if you stay looking at it from now to about July, August to the upside, that can happen on Morgan Stanley. So just keep your eye on that. Now to the downside, like I said, this has technically been your bottom in there, and the Bears are waiting for that flush. So be looking out still for that 81 break. If 81 don't hold, this thing is collapsing and it's not looking good. It's turning into a loser. And you look out for the next level of 78 support to step in and see if it does hold or if it isn't support. If not, it'll be 75, 60 there to the downside on Morgan Stanley. And like I said, be looking out for this. Could happen possibly tomorrow, but I doubt it. But maybe possibly, like I said, going into July, August. Now you got to start thinking long term here with the bank stuff. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, you guys, that's all I got for y'all, man. Crypto's up right now. Crypto's looking good, man. Everything's looking good. The market had earnings, man. Ulta Beauty, ladies, ooh, not looking too beautiful this summer. Y'all going natural. There ain't nothing wrong with being natural, honeys. I love it. I love the natural beauty. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So Ulta Beauty is down $40 after hours, down 8.27%. So it looks like I was telling y'all yesterday on the recap, and hit that like and subscribe button. I said they was going to go to 460. They went lower than that. So 445. Bears won that battle. It should be a big payment there in the morning for those Bears who chose that direction. Good job. But Ulta Beauty here is looking a little stressed right now, ladies. Looking natural, but it's okay, y'all. We thugging it too. We are sweating and working extra overtime, so it's all happening around for everybody. We understand. We get it, ladies. But this might be a discount. Y'all might find Ulta back up $40 in 2 months, 3 months. You never know. Girl power is still strong. Woman power is still strong when they reunite. Believe that. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, that was an earnest play. And we're going to see what BitLocks do tomorrow. You guys, Autodesk, they moved a lot, but still in the same spot. Nothing. What's that? Costco. What's that? They moved a lot, but still in the same spot. So all them contracts wiped. Shouldn't have probably played those. But that's pretty much it right there, man, for the week, man. So that's it, man. I'll catch y'all, like I said, on Memorial Day. And we do got an update. Hold on, wait, we got an update. Breaking news, update. 39.7% of the market is still bearish within the next 6 months. They think the market is going to fall still. 32.9% is neutral about the overall market. They don't care what it's going to do. They just want to make money. They'll stay on the sidelines if they have to. They can wait. 27.4% is bullish on the market. They know it's going up. They feel it's going up in 6 months, and they do not care what you tell them because they want it to go up so bad. 27.4%, you guys. So it looks like the Bears are still overtaking that sentiment survey. Ouch. So not looking good going into tomorrow, going into Memorial Day weekend. You never know. Things may flip back to the Bears tomorrow. As of right now, the Bulls got the current momentum, and that's where we're sticking with. It's still mixed, though, right now. At the same time, too, keep that in mind. The market is a kangaroo here. It's playing both sides, so no confirmed animal here just yet. So we will see y'all on Memorial Day weekend with another recap going into next week about data that happened all weekend and what you need to be prepared for next week. I will see y'all next week, you guys. Happy Memorial Day. Peace. This was the recap of the SPY, QQQ's IWM, DIA, VIX, Netflix, Microsoft, Morgan Stanley with LCAOD. I will have some brand new companies for y'all to recap with next week. Stay tuned. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Peace.